And I think to this point, Wiles has done a pretty good job of, I don't want to say limiting the information flow to the president, but making sure that proposals and ideas that are coming from his circle of advisors, whether they are senior administration staff or some of these out-of-government folks that the president frequently seeks advice from, these ideas are being vetted properly. They are being scrutinized for the legality, but also the practicality and the real-world implications of trying to carry this out. And I think an interesting example of where Wiles might be slipping is what we saw with Bill Pulte, the president's federal housing director. Obviously, affordability has been a big issue coming out of the November elections. We've heard about the housing crisis even before Trump was sworn into office. This was a big campaign promise of former Vice President Kamala Harris. She's going to bring down prices for first-time home buyers.
Right.
But Mr. Pulte, he was able to get into a meeting with the president at Mar-a-Lago about 2 weeks ago, and all it took him was 10 minutes to convince him that a 50-year mortgage plan is a good idea. So obviously it's impossible for any chief of staff to catch all the bad ideas, coming through the sieve of policy information before they hit the president's desk. But that was sort of an unforced error, and the White House is dealing with it, right?